You're standing in front of the kitchen counter, eyeing that shiny new oven and wondering if you're about to make a smart investment or just add another appliance that gathers dust. I get it, you don't want to waste money on something that won't fit your workflow, and you're looking for proof that this particular model can actually handle the dishes you plan to throw at it. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. When it comes to convection ovens, the real decision points aren't just the square footage of the interior or the wattage on the back of the box. It's about how the oven fits into the rhythm of a busy kitchen, how quickly it can bring a tray from room temperature to baked perfection, and whether the heat really circulates evenly enough that you don't have to play guessing games with each rack. For a commercial-grade unit sitting on a countertop, those concerns get amplified. You need a machine that can run continuously without overheating, that can handle full-size pans, and that won't force you to rewire your entire shop. The VEVOR commercial convection oven aims to hit those marks. At 4.24 cubic feet, it's big enough to accommodate 4 full-size trays at once, and the 4-tier rack system means you can bake a batch of cookies on the bottom, roast a pan of veggies on the middle, and finish a pizza on the top without shuffling anything mid-cycle. The 360-degree hot air circulation is the kind of design that actually lives up to the term convection. In my research, I saw that the fan pulls air from all sides, pushes it through a set of internal ducts, and releases it uniformly, which reduces hot spots. That translates into a real-world benefit. A pizza that gets a crisp crust on the bottom while the cheese bubbles evenly on top, or a tray of cookies that comes out with consistent color across the whole sheet. Speed matters, especially in a bakery or a pizza shop where turnaround time is part of the profit equation. The 5,000-watt heating element brings the oven up to temperature in roughly 6 to 8 minutes, according to the manufacturer's specifications. In a typical kitchen, that would shave off at least a quarter of an hour from a batch that would otherwise need a preheat of 15 minutes in a standard home oven. For a small catering operation that needs to bake multiple trays of muffins before a morning delivery, that time saved adds up quickly. Now, the strengths are clear: capacity, rapid heating, and a fan system that genuinely circulates hot air. The construction uses stainless steel panels and a solid frame, which feels more like a piece of equipment you'd see in a restaurant than a countertop gadget. The controls are straightforward: dial in the temperature, set the timer, and the oven does the rest. There's no need to micromanage each rack, which is a relief when you're juggling orders. But there are trade-offs you have to weigh before you press Add to Cart. First, the power requirement is 208-240V. That isn't the standard 120V you find in most homes, so unless you have a dedicated line or a commercial-grade circuit, you'll need an electrician to set it up. That extra installation cost can erode the apparent savings, especially for a home cook who just wants a larger oven for holiday meals. Second, the footprint is sizable, about the width of a standard double-door refrigerator. If you're in a cramped apartment kitchen, finding a stable spot where the oven can sit level without blocking the sink or the prep area will be a challenge. Third, the oven doesn't come with a built-in probe or a sophisticated digital interface. If you're used to ovens that let you monitor internal food temperature from a smartphone, you'll find this model a bit old school. It works, but it doesn't offer that extra layer of precision. Who should consider buying this? If you run a boutique bakery, a pizza shop, or a catering service that needs to produce multiple trays in a short window, the VEVOR's 4-rack layout and quick heat-up are genuine productivity boosters. It also makes sense for serious home bakers who have the space and the proper voltage, and who regularly bake large batches. Think holiday cookies, bulk loaves, or a family-sized lasagna that needs a top-to-bottom heat. The oven's commercial-grade build will stand up to daily use, and the even cooking means less trial and error with each recipe. Who should walk away? If you're a casual cook who only bakes once a week, the investment in both money and electrical work likely isn't justified. Renters who can't modify the wiring, or anyone with a tiny kitchen, will find the size and power demands more of a hassle than a help. Also, if you're looking for a sleek, compact countertop unit that doubles as a toaster oven for quick snacks, this is overkill. A practical weakness that shows up in real kitchen scenarios is the noise level. The fan is powerful enough to move a lot of air, and while it does its job well, it can be audible enough